Imagine receiving a call from your mother, pleading for help. You recognize her voice perfectly. Every inflection, every pause, replicated flawlessly. But it's not her. In just 3 seconds, AI can clone anyone's voice. And with that, your deepest trust becomes your greatest vulnerability. You listen, you believe, and you act. You never suspect a thing because it sounds exactly like her. But what if the voice on the line is a fabrication, a digital ghost? This is not science fiction. It's your reality. However, the technology was born from benevolent intentions. Researchers developed voice synthesis to restore speech for those with disabilities. You might have heard it in virtual assistants or audiobooks. You see it in educational tools and customer service bots, all designed to assist and enhance human experience. For instance, projects like Vocalid create unique voices for individuals who cannot speak. It's marketed as a tool for accessibility, a bridge for communication. Companies assure you that privacy safeguards are in place. The conventional view is that this innovation empowers, not endangers.
But that safety net is unraveling. In 2023, scammers used AI-cloned voices to steal $243,000 by impersonating a company executive. You hear about deepfake calls targeting families, demanding ransom. In one documented case, a father paid $10,000 after hearing his son's voice in distress. The scam worked because you trust what you hear. Open-source tools like Tortoise TTS make cloning effortless. The technology has escaped the lab, and now anyone with a smartphone can access it. Your voice, sampled from a social media clip, becomes a weapon against you.
Yet the evidence is more alarming. A 2022 study showed AI can replicate a voice with 95% accuracy from a 3-second clip. You can find apps that clone voices for $5 per month. In Ukraine, deepfake audio of President Zelensky surrendering was broadcast. Researchers at MIT demonstrated cloning from a single sentence. You can even clone accents and emotions, making detection nearly impossible. Law enforcement struggles to keep up as cases pile up globally. Voice cloning is used in voice phishing attacks, up 350% since 2020. Your digital footprint, a podcast, a voicemail, is all it takes. You might think your voice is unique, but AI breaks it down into replicable patterns. The technology is advancing faster than regulations can respond. The barriers have vanished. The risks have multiplied.
Still, the real crisis isn't technological. It's existential. You rely on voice to authenticate reality, to trust who you hear. Voice is how you recognize loved ones, how you convey emotion. But when any voice can be fabricated, your perception fractures. It's not about stealing money. It's about eroding the foundation of human interaction. You question every call, every message. You start to doubt the authenticity of every conversation, and that doubt spreads like a virus. The very act of communication becomes a gamble. The lens shifts from innovation to invasion, from tools to threats.
Nevertheless, the ultimate revelation is control. Governments and corporations can now simulate your voice to dictate narratives. You hear political figures saying things they never said, swaying elections. In 2024, AI-generated robocalls mimicked President Biden to suppress votes. Your identity becomes a puppet, your words a script. You become complicit in your own manipulation, unknowingly spreading falsehoods. The line between leader and liar blurs until it vanishes. You can't verify authenticity in real time. You might hear your own voice endorsing ideas you oppose, and no one can prove otherwise. The power to shape reality is now in the hands of those who control the code. The big idea lands. Voice cloning isn't just a scam tool, it's a weapon for mass deception. eroding democracy itself.
However, this isn't distant. It's personal. You must now guard your voice like a password. Limit public audio. Use voice authentication cautiously. Educate yourself on deepfake detection. You can use voice privacy settings on social media, but is that enough? The battle for your identity begins with what you share. Ask yourself, how much of your voice is already out there? The implications are clear. Your security hinges on awareness. You live in a world where hearing is no longer believing. Adapt, or become a victim of your own echo.
Yet as you listen to this, remember, your voice is no longer yours alone. It can be stolen, twisted, and played back in ways you never intended. The technology advances. The ethical frameworks lag behind. You are the first line of defense in a war you didn't know you were fighting. Silence is no longer safe. Every sound you make is a potential weapon against you. The question isn't if you'll be cloned, but when. And in that moment, you'll hear your own voice betray you.